he learned. And now, to say it forward, Mr. Kirk Chester Damasco.
I came to Manila when I was just 16, and I am currently 29. Yikes, ang tanda ko na, di ba? I've been here for 14 years. So more or less, I've spent half of my life in Manila. Most of my adult life here in Manila. As I say most often to my friends, it's in Manila where I actually matured and I became an adult. Now, when I go home to the province, I'd have conversations with my folks, and they would tell me, na, oh, Kirk, the benefits and the advantages of you being in Manila are a given na. I mean, education, exposure, network, experience. But they ask, so if there are any, what are the disadvantages or the downside to living in Manila for a long time? And I thought about it, and I told them that sometimes the truth to the saying, ignorance is bliss, is really present. Or it's really true, ignorance is bliss. Now they would say, ibig sabihin, what do you mean? Let me put it this way. I attended elementary at our town's public school. I went to high school at a state university in the city. And for college, I came to Manila to attend or to have my college education in one of the exclusive schools. So in a sense, I've had friends I lived with, and I interacted with all members of the socioeconomic class. I mean, I have friends from class E to class A. My playmates before, when I was in grade school, were the children of the people working for our family business. And then when I came here to Manila to study, I became kabarkada or friends with the son or the daughter of the owner of this fast food chain or this big business. Now, obviously, the perks of that kind of experience is it has exposed me to so many things and to so many people. But the downside is the transitions were just fast. The changes were drastic. And the jump was huge. That there are times na I say ignorance is bliss nung simula. Kasi kunwari, if I just stayed in Iloilo or in the province all my life, my worldview is just this. And if I act a certain way within the confines of that worldview, then other people could not fault me for not acting the way they expect me to or the way they want me to, precisely because I wasn't just living in that worldview. But what happens is, this is my grade school, or elementary, this is my high school, and then this is college. So I'm caught smack in the middle. That the challenge for me now is, how do I integrate everything? How do I form me? It's okay if worldviews complement each other, but there are many times when values of people I met in grade school collide with the values I met with people in college. A funny anecdote or example was when we used to own a restaurant here in Pasig. On that evening, 3 sets of friends were there. Grade school classmates, high school classmates, college classmates. And I was a different person to each one. The way I spoke was different when I was with my grade school classmates. I spoke in the dialect. When I was with my high school classmates, I spoke in another dialect. And when I was with my college classmates, I spoke in another language. After that evening, sabi ko, grabe, nakakapagod naman to. And that was the time when it dawned on me na parang, where is my parking space? Saan nga ba talaga ako? Who am I in the midst of everything? Ang daling sabihin na parang, pili ka lang. Kahit saan. Pero, pag pumili ka kasi ng isa, it could mean that you're turning your back on your other experiences. And those experiences have good things from them. That the challenge is how to integrate. Now, I asked a friend about this, and he told me na, Kirk, just do the thing that gives you the most peace. It sounded profound. Something that gives me the most peace. But then, On a day-to-day basis, I ask myself, what is that thing that gives me the most peace? If I'm a people pleaser, what people would say or pleasing them would give me peace. If I'm close to my parents, then their wishes, if I do them, that would give me peace. If my standard is to the world or what Hollywood is or what celebrities have, then doing that would give me peace. If I'm competitive with my batchmates, then maungusan sila, that would give me peace. Pero halo-halo nagko-collide sila. Ultimately, ano ba talaga? So the issue of what gives me peace is actually alluding to the issue of what standard do I have for my life? What standard would I measure my life against? And until, for a long time, that peace has been abstract, conceptual, theoretical, and that has become only real, or that has become real only when I became serious with my faith. I have come to realize that that peace comes from the person and work of Jesus. I'm no longer living for my friends, my family, the world, my batchmates, or the expectations of people. I'm living for what God ultimately wants me, or how God wants me to live. Suddenly, there's only an audience of one. There's only one standard. And that's liberating. I tell people that if you're pragmatic, if you're not spiritual at all, if you're pragmatic, then this works for you. Because God is big enough, the umbrella is big enough to cover every single aspect of your life. And if they run in conflict with each other, then God is still powerful. Kaya niya yun. But of course, our relationship with God comes from or goes beyond the pragmatic. God is the standard of my life because I know deep inside how many or how much kapalpakans I have. I know deep inside my sins, my imperfections, my insecurities, things that bother me, yet God loved me enough to die for me. God loved me enough to offer His life for me. And if only for that, or really because of that, He becomes your standard. Now, many of us, many of my cousins, my friends, are still lost in life. Kumbaga, parang kotse na hindi pa alam yung parking space. One of the things that we can pray for them is for them and for all of us to meet that God who will radically change our lives. That in the sea of experiences and worldviews that this world would expose us to, we'll know where we stand. I know who I'm serving, I know whom I'll please, and I know whose guidelines I should live by. Of course, I'm imperfect. I could fail, but that's the beauty of the Christian faith. In spite of your imperfections, God is there to continually love you and renew you every single day.